Welcome. In front of me I have the Xiaomi 12S Ultra, and today I'll show you a couple tweaks and tricks you can do on this phone. So jumping straight into it, we're going to begin by opening up our settings, and in here we're going to navigate to notifications and control center, and we're going to begin with the status bar right down here, which gives you the option to show notification icons or hide them for a little bit of a cleaner look. So it hides whatever you have like right here. So that is something that you can change. You can also change the battery indicator in a couple different ways to make it look different ways. The one that is set by default with the percentage inside is, I think, at least for me, the best, because it shows me the actual exact percentage, but it also has the battery next to it. Well, the one below just takes a little bit too much space, I would argue. Now moving on to the next thing, as the dark mode under the display. Now here we have the switch between light and dark, but under that we also have a scheduled dark mode, and this will allow you to have it set so it automatically switches between light and dark between or basically based on the time of day or on a custom schedule. So you can choose whichever one you want. Now moving on to the next thing, it's going to be the display resolution right here. And we have two different ones to choose from. So we have the 1080p and 1440p on this device. So if you want to have a little bit of a higher resolution on your device, maybe you do see some kind of like fuzziness on it, you can change it to be the 1440p, and this will make the text look even sharper on the screen. But keep in mind, higher resolution might result in a little bit of a bigger battery drain. I'm not exactly sure what the difference would be, but that is something that you have to check out if you are actually concerned about your battery life. And sticking with also the display quality, we have refresh rate below that. We have the default one or custom one. So default one adjusts the refresh rate itself. So when the image is stationary, it will switch to 60. When it's moving, it's going to switch to 120. Under custom, you have the choice between switching from hard capped, so 60, 90, and 120. Now for battery saving purposes, you can select 60. For anything else, I recommend selecting the default. This will give you the best battery and experience. Now, next thing will be the AI image, which is right below here with the refresh rate. We have a couple different things in here. Now, if I remember correctly, they will affect your battery life, all of them. So they will all try to improve the image a little bit. So we have enhanced video, so it will kind of try to make the image look sharper when it's like fuzzy and just, for instance, if you found some like old pixelated video, it will try to improve it just a little bit, but because it uses a processor to do so, that is in your phone, it will be stressing it a little bit more, meaning it will also be consuming more power and thus lower battery life. This will only affect it when the phone needs to do such a task. Otherwise, it just won't be utilizing it at all. Below that, we have also AI image enhancer just for pictures, and then HDR. So obviously, it fakes an HDR effect onto a photo. Now moving on to the last thing, this one will be the second space, which is in special features. And we have second space right over here. Now this will require you to have a screen lock because it will need to know how to like switch. I think you need to have a screen lock. You can also, I believe, have a button on your home screen that will allow you to swap between them. And once you create a second space, you'll virtually have two different phones. So the content that is stored on either one of them will be completely different. So as you can see, you have right here the choice what you want to select. So either have a shortcut on your home screen or a different screen lock that you will need to put in. So you can have, as an example, pattern, pin, and depending on which pattern you use, it will access either the first space or the second one. So I'm gonna go with this second space password. We can skip it. I have an icon for this, so you can see there it is, switch. And it's gonna switch, and there we go. We are now in the second space, I believe. And just to kind of, let's close this, just to kind of put that in there, I'm gonna change the wallpaper right here, just to kind of showcase this. So that's not a wallpaper. There we go, good enough. Apply. Let's do home screen. And as you can see, we have now different wallpaper here. So from here, we're just gonna switch back to our normal, the default one, whatever you want to call it, space. As you can see, this one has a different wallpaper. So whatever I will do on the other space, this one, will stay on that space. If I add a contact, it will be on that one. If I download some kind of files, it will be on that one. So it's a good, for instance, way to have your phone divided into like work/home, while still keeping the same device. You go to work, you switch to work mode, boom. You have all your work contacts, all the work files related to work. And once you're done, you swap it back to the normal one and everything just gets put away. Nothing is visible from your work and you can just, you know, enjoy your final time off. So there we go. So anyway, if you found this, because that's basically all I had to show you. So if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.